Well, hello and welcome to day 52 of 90 Days of Affirmations with Lucille. Today I have 3 affirmations for you today. Of course, I'm always going to start with our weekly Anchor Affirmation. And today it is, I thrive in my uniqueness. There is no one else like me. Number 2, I am meeting someone who will be a catalyst towards my family's fortune. And lastly, number 3, I have a generous spirit. So as I think about these affirmations for today, the first is I thrive in my uniqueness. There's no one else like me. When I think about thriving in my uniqueness, that means that there's something incredibly special about me that allows me to thrive. What is that specific thing about you that's like no one else? It could be multiple things, but there's something that others gravitate to you for because it's like none other, right? And so that's what I think about when I thrive in my uniqueness. That means that I am not suffering, right? I'm not held back by it. I am thriving, right? I'm doing a doggone thing, okay? And it's because I am unique and in God's image that I can do that. Now, moving on to number 2 for today. I am meeting someone who will be a catalyst towards my family's fortune. I have this affirmation today because I am welcoming in whoever God is sending my way. You know, I am a firm believer that people don't make it to be successful by themselves. You need a team behind you. And I know that I'm going to continue to be doing the work, but I also need to be making connections with people that are going to take me to that next level, right? Because it's often said that if you surround yourself by 5 broke people, you're probably going to be the 6th or the 5th one, or however that saying goes. I want to be able to surround myself with like-minded individuals and people that are at another level that I'm trying to reach, right? And I'm a firm believer that God is going to send them my way. I am in that spirit of feeling that, and I am sending that into the universe, and I know that I'm going to be put in places and situations in different areas where I can meet these people that God is going to allow to change my life and to allow me to get closer to that goal, right? And so are you open? Are you open to meeting that next person that might change your life? All right. Now, moving on to my last affirmation for today, which is going to be my Bible-based affirmation. And it is, I have a generous spirit. I'm taking that from Malachi chapter 3, verse 10 from the King James Version of the Bible. And it reads, Bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse, that there may be meat in mine house. And prove me now herewith, saith the Lord of hosts, if I will not open you the windows of heaven and pour you out a blessing, that there shall not be room enough to receive it. And so what I took from that is, well, first, it brought my mind to tithes and offering that I give at church, right? But in this context, that's not necessarily what it meant. When we think about tithes in this context, right? That was more of an agricultural setting, and it was there to allow for priests to be able to make sacrifices, to be able to eat, and to be able to support any parishioners that might come to the church that need assistance, right? And it was suggested that they give a tenth, which is what the term tithe comes into play, right? There is no law that states that we have to give 10%, but I do know that God loves a cheerful giver. And the meaning that I'm taking from this verse in particular is the fact that the author is basically saying that you can prove it, you can test God by being generous in spirit, that won't you know that God will open up a blessing and pour out a blessing on you that you can't even, you don't even have room to receive, right? And so I don't say this because I expect that my generous spirit will lead to something, but rather I know that everything that I have, that I do, all of this is God's, right? I'm just here to help manage it, right? All the riches and glory, all of the material things that I have, everything that I have acquired, I have done all of that because of God's grace. And He's just allowed me to be able to manage it. And so by having a generous spirit, I'm able to share that with others. And with that, people are able to pour into me. It might not be financially, maybe they'll just give me a word that I actually needed to hear, right? And so that's what I want us to take with us as we affirm this affirmation for today. And so let's go through those really quickly and repeat after me so that we can affirm these together. Number 1, I thrive in my uniqueness. There is no one else like me. Number 2, I am meeting someone who will be a catalyst towards my family's fortune. I wonder who it'll be. And lastly, number 3, I have a generous spirit. Well, that's right. And I'm so glad that you came to share your time with me, because to me, that tells me you are generous in sharing your time. And so I just thank you. I just hope that these affirmations were a blessing to you as they have been for me. And as always, y'all be blessed.